What is going on, folks? A little bit late, but better late than never. This is the Ultimate No Prep Challenge. As always, I'm Uriah. I've been here since the beginning. I've got some returning guests with me. First off, we got ThanksSkeleton, also known as Chris. You can check out his channel, link in the description. And returning, as always, we got Zonalar.
Hello.
Two really cool dudes. Super excited to have both of these guys back in the saddle for another No Prep Challenge. Speaking of, we are, like I said, we're running a little bit behind, so we're going to jump right into this. Last week we did a dramatic skyship steampunk game. It was myself, it was Nicholas, we had Bleaknick, and of course Skelly with us. But we're going to actually. I need to change that. Let me do Zonalar. And I'll do that. Cool. So we got three of us. I would really like to do what we did last time and roll backwards. So we'll do tone first and then the setting, and then we'll come up with the GM. So I will go ahead and roll a D8 to see what tone we got. It is going to be a light game, lighthearted, a little more slice of life. Doesn't have to necessarily be mundane, but it's not going to be so serious. So this will be interesting. This may end up with a shorter game. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, who knows?
Did we have light before at some point? I feel like
I don't think so. I know someone had, I want to say Crispy and the gang. They did more like a slice of life thing this past one, and it was a much shorter game. But yeah, cool. So we got light, and then let's see, Chris, do you want to go ahead and roll a D20 for us?
Absolutely.
What we got? 10.
We got a 10.
Battle of Troy.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Great.
Interesting.
Okay.
I've got a lot of questions for whoever gets to.
What are all the names of all the main characters? Because I have no idea.
Yeah, we are going to. This could honestly be kind of fun. This could be kind of cool. I really. This is interesting. Yeah, Elf Hunter, Battle of Troy, nothing serious.
Yeah.
And Zonalar, do you want to roll a D6 for me? 1 to 2 will be me. 3 to 4 is Zonalar, and then 5 to 6 will be Chris.
Yes, I'm gonna roll a die. I don't have the die bot open yet. Come on, do it for me. There we go. We got Now it's loading for another 20 seconds. Thank you. A 5.
Oh, okay. So that's
me.
Ooh,
okay.
So light. Okay. Interesting.
It is. Elf Hunter calls it.
It's gotta be Chris.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. So I feel that we've made the tone kind of descriptions not like it's not comedy, it's light, right?
Yes. Yeah, lighthearted. Okay. Yeah.
Lighthearted.
It used to be comedy when Adam came up with this initial list. Adam, we miss you, buddy. When Adam came up with this initial list, it started off as comedy, and he replaced it with light.
Gotcha. Okay.
It evolved.
Yes.
So we've got somewhat lighthearted characters doing the battle for Troy. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to use stock characters here? Does one of you want to be Helen of Troy? One of you want to be?
Well, we've got some interesting because it doesn't necessarily we don't necessarily have to be the main characters.
Right.
We've got some really cool. We've got some interesting. For example, Nicholas. We could be the civilians inside Troy. We got a big old wooden horse.
There's a horse involved somewhere.
Zonalar has Helen of Troy written all over his face.
we could do, Helen of Troy, Achilles. We could go all in on the horse because the horse is like intrinsically a light aspect
Yeah.
of that siege, I think. Yeah, I think the first pitch is you guys are in the horse. That's my first pitch. Is you two are soldiers inside the horse.
And then we raid and pillage everything?
Yeah, well, maybe you're in like the test horse.
Okay, I was thinking the exact same thing.
You
I was
guys are
thinking the
kinda
exact same thing. It's like we're like either maybe we were inspired by the Legend of Troy, and we're
Okay.
trying to like enact our own version of it.
Okay.
Almost like I know we kind of lament this sort of play, but there was the Monty Python sketch where they had like they did their own, like they did their like a Trojan horse sketch, but it was like a Trojan rabbit or something,
Trojan
something just
rabbit.
completely different.
Right. Well, there was a that was part of Holy Grail, I think. But okay, so this is the other horse.
I have an idea. We
Okay.
can,
So, yeah. Tell me.
so it's not the Battle of Troy. It's a different battle. It's more of like a battle of popularity, and it's a high school setting. And we are trying to
Okay.
build the horse
Yeah.
to
Okay.
like get into a different club as
Yeah.
like a gift
Yeah.
to like show that like we don't really hate them. Like we surrender, we give up, but we make the horse to get into the club room when everybody leaves. Hilarity
Okay.
ensues.
Gotcha. So this is
Of
kind of
course,
like
I
a
make
twist
it
where it's
anime,
like,
guys. What did you expect?
but this is a like a Greek themed high school rivalry.
High school Disney movie.
Yeah. Okay.
It
I
can
kind of
be-
like that because, like, I feel like there's less comedy if you're just pillaging everything, or maybe,
Yes.
maybe.
Well, I
there's-
mean, so I like the idea of because we can take a pretty serious thing and then make it lighthearted. I think that would allow for more of that juxtaposition. I want to say there was an NPC that Crispy and the guys did where it was a comedy game, but it was in a war setting, and Crispy's like this like pyromaniac dude just running around with this cheery disposition while everyone is exploding and dying all around him, and he's just, yeah, hey, it's another wonderful day, another beautiful day, and beautiful day in the neighborhood, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I really, so maybe while the war is going on, because I'd really like to stick to the actual Battle of Troy. While the war is going on, we have our own horse, or like our own thing that we're bringing in.
Are we doing
then,
the same city?
Yeah.
Or
I think
city?
so. Like we're
Same
like we're like the pony brought in with the horse.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like there's the main squad, and they're in the horse, and then the people in Troy said, "Hey, wow, there's this second horse gift as well."
Yeah.
So you guys are, you didn't make. You're the junior varsity.
Yeah.
You're the junior varsity Trojans, or excuse me. Sorry, who's the? I guess this is a good question. Who are the two factions? It's the Trojans and the Greeks. Yeah,
I believe so.
and you guys are the junior varsity Greek invaders. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do it the same night. You guys are in the pony.
Maybe it's like we fell asleep in the horse, and we're getting woken up by all the carnage starting. And we're like, oh, we're ready, and like someone's helmet's on backwards or something, and like, you know, we're trying to get. Well, maybe that's going a little bit too far ahead, but like the idea of like we're trying to play catch up, but everybody's already ahead of us doing stuff.
I think I actually would want to reverse it. So like the invasion hasn't happened yet.
Ooh.
So you guys will come out early.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dean, backdoor Trojan horse is very Greek. No comment. When you try.
Wow.
Okay. Gotcha. So you character ideas for these two Greeks that are a little bit silly.
I was thinking I got a name. I was going to be known as Asparagus.
Asparagus?
Ooh.
Yes. Very Greek name.
I like that. And I will be both of these.
Both of these. Okay.
But both of what?
Precisely.
Okay. Let's see.
I will do so. Intellect is obviously going to be 20. Aware also 20. Ingenuity also 20. It's like, how do you play a goofy dolt?
I just crap at combat. I might be. Yeah, they call me Asparagus. I'm not here because I'm super strong.
Ooh. That actually turned out kind of cool. Cool. So my guy Bofides, he's a bit slick. He's got a decent social ability. It's like kind of bumbling his way through everything.
I like it. Let's see.
Sounds
I'm
good.
going with ingenuity, quite social, quite aware, and there's some finesse. I think Asparagus, he was never known to be a fighter, but he can avoid getting struck. And I'm more of a mischievous guy. Sees opportunities when they give him an easy way to slack off work without being caught.
Okay. What is your guys' goal? Is it to find Helen?
I mean,
I like
Big
that
Boss, he has like a personal thing going on. I don't quite understand why we are even having this fight because, as far as I know, none of the factions really wanted to have this fight, but here we are.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure like how much of that got lost in translations of, like, are we fighting? Are we not fighting? Greeks, they don't look like they want to. Orlando Bloom, he wants to fight for sure, so I guess we're going.
Okay, I'm writing down some NPC names. 1 sec.
I need to look up Battle of Troy main characters.
Yeah. Okay.
Agamemnon, Hector. Okay, I remember. That was Eric Banner. I'm just remembering all of the only knowledge I have of the Battle of Troy is watching the special features disc for the film Troy.
Okay.
That was all I was allowed to watch as a kid.
I watched it sometime last year.
Yeah.
Like watch Spartacus, watch Troy,
The
Gladiator.
Yeah, Elf Hunter. This may be the one time it's okay to make pop culture references.
Both of these. I need to write down the name. Both of these and the Spartacus.
And this is really the kind of thing where we just kind of go.
Yeah.
We just let us sort of run with it and go for.
Well, I've got a starting idea, so I'm ready to rumble.
Cool. What is your starting idea?
Okay. Where we're going to begin is the two of you are in the Trojan pony, and it's pretty tight. There's only room for 2 people, and just because they made this one first. And what happens is that you are sitting there, you're standing there, and the poorly made bottom trapdoor swings open, and light from outside the interior of the city of Troy at night floods in. You can hear the sounds of celebration and partying because the war is over, apparently.
Gotcha.
So we're going to start there. You two are squeezed into this wooden pony, and we'll go ahead and start. The trapdoor just swung open on the bottom of the pony.
I can't see anything. I'm stuck in U form, my hands touching my toes on the hide side of the pony. My head like at the arse end against the wooden wall.
My face up against Asparagus' hindquarters. I could sure smell it, though. Golly, what did you eat?
I couldn't. Like, they offered me some onions. I was really hungry.
Why did you eat the... And then suddenly gravity takes me as... Boom! I'm on the ground. Why is it dark? I can't see anything either. Where? I went pitch black.
On the outside of the square, you can see kind of like dimly lit torches, but the majority of the light is coming from a large tavern with a sign that says Basil's.
Both of these, where are you? Where have you gone? Try to turn myself inside, like starting to contort. One arm sticks out of the pony, reaches around the body.
Pulling my head up, I look around. We're out. Is it go time? And I reach up and grab Asparagus' arm and begin to try to pull him out of the pony.
My butt sticks out slowly, hanging out. Can't quite fit.
So to your left, you can see the gigantic Trojan horse, the final draft, so to speak, of the invasion plan. You can see that it is tightly sealed. The trapdoor is still disguised on the bottom of the horse. To your right, you can hear a small girl start talking while pointing at you. Look, Mommy, the pony's having babies. Look, baby ponies.
Turning around, left, right, butt wiggling, like slowly sliding out more and more, but get stuck on my shoulders. Pull both of these. Pull.
Both hands around Asparagus' waist. I'm just pulling him into me, looking rather suggestive as I try to yank him out. Unable to get him to budge.
Oh no!
You need to lay off the pastries, man. You get too big.
What can I say? I love pastries.
Mommy, that baby pony's it's stuck. It's not giving birth. We need to help him. You can hear the little girl yank. You see the little girl yanking on her mom's dress as the mother kind of like swats the girl away. What are you talking about? Let's get to the party, all right? The war's over.
With a final yank, I try with all my might, both feet on the underside, pulling like knife through butter. Asparagus, for all that's good, you really need to lay off. Like I said, we're supposed to be soldiers. We're supposed to be conditioned.
Yes, of course. Hurrah and stuff. I look for my helm, like put it on my head, slightly off sideways, and stand up straight. Tuck my big belly back in. I'm ready. I pick up the sword off the floor. Yeah.
I reach into the pony, pull out my helmet, set it perfectly straight, and the broom head on top. Turn it to the side. All right, we got to be quiet. I heard some voices. I think our cover may not be blown yet. The people here are so stupid. They thought we were ponies being birthed or something.
Morons. Classic Greek.
I look over to the Trojan horse, sort of awe-stricken by its size. Man, yeah. I'm really awe-stricken by its size. It's kind of daunting.
It's incredibly tall. You can see that to the belly of the horse. It's almost 15 feet up. The giant wheels are much larger than what you would normally see on a catapult, but it looks really impressive. They spent a lot of time, and it looks very artistic compared to the pony that you came in, which looks a little rough-hewn, honestly.
I don't know why they went with the wheels. I mean, horses don't have wheels. Should have been an obvious giveaway.
Obvious giveaway. I look back to the pony. Well, what do you think we should? I look over to the tavern. That seems like a decent place to start. What do you say? And I pull out a blade.
Pull out my blade. Shing. You say, "Oh, tavern. Yeah, maybe they have some pickled pork."
You know, that doesn't sound half bad. Hey, maybe they got those peanuts with the coating on it.
Oh, peanut coating. I scratch like peanut with honey. Yeah.
Oh, maybe they got the dried cured meats. Oh, let's go. Let's head over there. I start walking.
Great idea.
All right. Up next, you can see there is some sort of bouncer at the entrance to Basil's restaurant. He sees you walking up and says, I love your costumes. I simply love them. It's fantastic. It's just kind of like the spirit we're going for the end of the war celebration after the Trojans surrendered. Excuse me, the Greeks surrendered. I get a little confused sometimes, but had quite a lot to drink myself. So I love your costumes, but unfortunately we're full up right now. So
I look over to Asparagus.
I look crestfallen.
I sort of nudge him. Yes, costumes. Yes, well, we figured because the war is over, we would portray the weakness of those nasty, filthy Greeks, and I start to put my sword back in its scabbard. Will just find another drinking establishment to go and have a wonderful time in.
I think Nikos down the street, they might still have capacity. Obviously, all the VIPs are here. We've got Paris and Helen. They're kind of up on the second level. They're drinking. Unfortunately, we had to put Helen in a cage. She was getting a little frustrated, but I think she's still having a good time.
No. I mean, since we're talking about it, you don't mind like sharing a bit of gossip, right? Like what was up with her? I've heard like a bunch of yelling and stuff, through the night.
Speech.
All right. Up too many windows. Wah, 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 wah.
That's 59.
95.
Okay. Oh, 95. I see. Yes. The guard, the bouncer, pulls out a wrapped tobacco leaf and starts to light it. I'm sorry, I can't share what's happening with the royal family to somebody I don't know very closely, but
I snatch the tobacco leaf from his mouth and toss it on the ground, stomping it out with my foot. Can't you read the sign? This is no smoking. Gosh, you people are like animals. And I start to slip. I try to sort of slip by him.
Hey, where are you going? He extends a beefy arm, blocking your way. Listen, I told you we're full up, and I don't like your attitude. You ruined my tobacco leaf. You know how much that cost me? That's a month's worth of wages here.
I lift up one of the big urns next door over my head, behind him, over his head, and start smashing it down over him.
All right. Let's do combat.
Oh shit. 24.
24. Is that a fail?
Yes, I have a 20. I think just like wobbling over there.
Yes.
Whoa! Seeing him struggle with this sort of thing, oh, careful, friend. Hey, maybe it's time. I sort of grab it and start to set it down. Maybe we should leave the heavy partying to the ones who can handle their liquor.
Okay.
I apologize for my friend. I sort of slap the bouncer on the arm. We'll just let ourselves inside. We hope you'll understand. Success for social.
Success for social. He says,
everybody likes the bad guy.
Listen, you guys, you look like you've had a hard night already. I suppose we can break capacity a little bit, just because of the special occasion, the end of the war. So I'll let you through. You can go into the to Basil's, but stay away from the VIP area. You guys kind of you look like you're covered in oil and sweat. Get some perfume or something.
I sort of throw my hands up in the air like, hey, it's not like fire marshals have been invented yet, right? As I'm sort of walking backwards.
I wink at the camera and walk past the door.
All right. You can hear beautiful lyre music. Very, very kind of like raucous lyre music. I'm not sure how that works, but it just kind of like you hear laughter. You can see all the people of Troy. They're drinking at tables. They're holding ceramic mugs filled with wine. They're laughing. They're falling all over each other. You can see that you can see that there's many soldiers that are basically kind of falling out of their own uniforms. You can see kind of like discarded helmets lying on the ground everywhere. The mood is incredibly joyous.
Sort of shuffling through the crowd, I grab one of the mugs of wine from a stray table and pass it over to my friend in crime. Hey, we got to blend in. Come on, let's get wasted. Start.
I follow behind him. Every step I take, I nudge another person away, sometimes throwing them off a few feet. I look over at the guy next to the lyre, having several Trojan soldier helmets, using them with drumsticks. Like, it's quite a sick beat I got going here, both of these.
Seeing him going to town on these helmets. Wow, that is quite the rhythm. Say, you think maybe instead of metal helmets, what if we took wooden drums, stretched animal skin across them, and then tighten the skins down? You think that would be a better sound?
Scratch my chin. I think, using barrels and scratch skin over them. I think that's a trash idea, both of these. Why would you ever think of such a thing?
Who knows? Maybe we're just ahead of our time.
Drawn by your conversation, you see a giant, hulking, armored man approach you. He is clearly incredibly drunk. He's unsteady on his feet and says, I'll tell you what, you Greeks, I can see that you're in your soldier's uniform still. And I know the war's over, but I want to tell you something. I don't like what you're doing because I'm a drummer. My name's Mateo, and you're insulting my art by clinging on those helmets.
I again throw my hands up. Hey man, you're saying a lot of words, but it's all Greek to me, dude. Come on, Asparagus, let's go where the party's at.
I was trying to speak Greek, buddy. He roughly puts your hand on your shoulder. I thought, is my pronunciation not? Wait, it is Greek. I am speaking Greek, aren't I?
I respond back in perfect Greek. Yeah, you're making sense to me, buddy. Say, maybe you need to stop slamming back the Hennessy and switch to something a little bit more tame.
Listen,
Mamma mia, your accent is all off, buddy.
This war's been going on for 30 years, and this is the first day we've had off. And so I'm going to let loose, okay? Aren't you guys going to let loose a little bit?
Yeah, man.
He roughly grabs a giant horn filled with wine and shoves it in Bofadi's face. All right, take a sip. We've all got work on. It's a holiday tomorrow too, so you don't have to worry about waking up early or anything like that.
I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm supposed to be driving home, man.
I'm drinking already, halfway through.
Hey, I tell you what. I'll grab one of my own and we'll race to the bottom, okay? I shove the horn back into his hands.
Okay.
a bit of a smaller one myself. I begin to pour it down my opposite shoulder out of sight of him. I throw the mug on the ground. It shatters into a million pieces. I shout, "Woo! Makes you almost want to run through something, man." And I point to the bouncer in front of the VIP section. Like that!
I start running to the bouncer in the VIP section, full charge. Let's go!
Okay.
It's a rumble!
So this bouncer seems to have more of his wits about him. He pulls out from behind the banister. He yanks out a giant spear and waves it at Asparagus. VIPs only. What are you doing here?
Body bomb! I tuck my knees in, make a jump, and slam my feet towards his chest.
All right. Combat. Or melee, I should say.
I barely get off the feet, but the momentum of my body. 99.
Okay. He's pointing the spear right at your head as you run. But at the very last moment, he switches to kind of like a cross and just smashes you in the face and breaks your nose. You're profusely bleeding. Take a 2 hit in the UnPC system.
I'm seeing red.
Blood
everywhere.
I slap.
Everyone wants to see Helen. Everyone wants to see her, but you can't see her. You're just a commoner.
I'm not that common. They call me pretty uncommon, actually.
I slap the large drunk man that was next to me. I slap him on the butt and say, "Now's your chance, man. You can get a running start at him."
He's distracted. I roll on the floor in pain, left and right, making a big scene out of it.
Matteo says, "Yeah, I saw Helen once already. It was through a distorted dark glass, and I'll just say she's not all she's cracked up to be. I don't want to see Helen. I'm good. I've seen her before. I know you two want to see her, but I'm not into it tonight."
Suit yourself, man. I start to slowly walk over to Asparagus, grab a bar towel off of one of the tables and kind of throw it at his face. "Come on, man. We're out of this joint."
Like crawl up on my back on my feet, kind of blinded by the towel in my face. Which way is it? I walk towards a post.
I sort of taking a towel, sort of mopping up the blood on his face. I start to bring him back towards the bouncer. And okay, yeah, you really got hit bad with that one. Yeah, well, you're just coated in the stuff.
It really hurts, man. It really hurts.
I turn to the guy. I turn to the bouncer blocking the VIP door. "Man, look what you did!" And I throw the towel at his face and take a running dash, trying to knock him over.
Let's do ranged.
And I'm good at it. So that's a success.
All right. The nose blood rag splashes onto his face, and it makes a slapping sound. You hear a muffled, and he's knocked backwards onto the stairs. So the way is momentarily clear up to the VIP section.
My eyes go wide, recognizing what both of these is doing, and they run towards the stairs. On the way, give the bouncer a kick in the nuts.
All right.
Snatching up the spear, sort of as it's by the banister, I sort of shove him off and swiftly try to loop the spear in between the banister posts, creating a very roughshod barrier blocking off the stairs, just super haphazardly. Not able to do much. It's hard to finagle, so I just kind of drop it.
Yeah, the spear clatters down to onto one of the wooden steps. Before you, stretching outwards, is the second floor of Basil's restaurant, the VIP section. Your eyes are immediately drawn to 3 gilded cages that are set next to a series of couches over in the corner. You can see that there are 3 women in these they're almost like gigantic bird cages. You can see that there are 3 women in these gigantic bird cages. They're sitting on stools. They're elegantly made up and with the finest Trojan togas. You can also see that there are a group of men lounging on the couches, laughing. They seem to be, some of the higher ups of the city. Yes, you've reached the top of the stairs.
What are we gonna do?
Creeping along, just follow my lead. At the top of the stairs, I grab the velvet rope and unhook it and bring it across the top of the stairs and close off the area. This fine velvet rope closing off. Just, do you see what they're doing? These people are animals. They keep their women in cages. How dare they?
And they're eating grapes without cutting the vines.
Truly barbaric. I act natural. I sort of straighten up.
I roll my shoulders.
As a passerby sort of goes along the way. You sort of acting casual, nodding, and
hey.
All right, you seem to be blending in a little bit. After a few moments, you are approached by a officious-looking man with a circlet of green around his forehead. He says, yes, the Greeks. I'm assuming that you are the delegation to come to give offerings for your surrender.
I'm not even looking at the man. I'm looking at one of the women in the cages.
All right.
My nose flaring up and down as the nose bleeding starts again.
Sort of a haughty look in my eye. We are here to do no such thing. We are here on personal business. I take it that you are one of the servants of this establishment. Very well. If you would, I sort of pull out a key to the Trojan pony. Our carriage is parked just outside. Would you make sure that it's parked in the proper valet spot?
Valets. Saying slowly.
My name is Racino. I am the head administrator underneath Paris of Troy. He's not busying himself with the details right now. He's merely celebrating. I will call for a valet, and he pulls out a like a pan flute and does a little tune. Out of the out from below, you see a man in a black and white toga tunic come in and grab the keys and then take them and run outside. He says, run down the stairs. Yes, if you are a member of the delegation but do not wish to discuss yet, I'm sure we can get you some hors d'oeuvres or drinks, or you are our honored guest. We want to put this whole 40 years of war behind us. We're eager for that. Yes. So
yes. I do have one simple request. Is there a means by which, you see, us Greeks have very strict dietary restrictions? Is there a means by which we could observe where the food is being prepared? I sort of give a knowing nudge to Asparagus.
I nod like, you don't want to see me with garlic in my stomach.
Yes, the officious man looks a little surprised, but points over to the VIP bar. There's a swinging door leading backwards. He says, "Yes, I believe that the goat cheese storage and feta is that what you eat? Feta, is that your preferred cheese?
It's
Feta. Oh, I'm sorry. But the food storage is back there. You can talk to one of the cooks. We're more than happy to feed you whatever you like. Yes.
I press past him, begin to walk towards the VIP kitchen.
All
I
right.
walk past him too, my eyes constantly on the cage, hair dragging along.
Asparagus, she is the most beautiful woman you have ever seen.
I stop walking.
She has long, golden, flowing locks of hair.
I turn away from both of these.
You can see that she's wearing a red lipstick. She's absent-mindedly looking at her painted red fingernails. She looks bored. She looks frustrated. You can see in her eyes she's trapped. In addition to the cage, she's emotionally trapped. Yes, that is what you see.
Sort of trailing off, the shadow of Asparagus growing more distant behind me, I pause and turn. What are you doing?
Already kneeling by the cage, I'm whispering to the girl. I'm saying, you have to tell me the foundation tricks you're using because your skin is absolutely marvelous.
She takes a moment, looks away from her red fingernails and stares down at the grubby faced guy beneath her. She says, "Oh my God, ew. Are you, wait, oh my God, you're Greek? What are you doing here?"
I mean, I tried to not show it, but I got my Greek side. Blush a bit.
You gotta get me out of here. This is ridiculous. This fucking cage. They had me in this for 40 fucking years.
I sort of sidling up behind Asparagus. What are you doing? As my eye is caught by the shape of Aphrodite before me.
Like, smile and turn to both of these and like, what? It's like, look, for 40 years, like, you don't look nothing like it. You could be in your 20s.
Okay, since you asked, I do a lot of beauty techniques, and I'm willing to share them with you if you're into that sort of thing. If you let me out.
Both of these, it's so amazing.
I don't hear his excitement. All I hear are the sound of angels singing beautiful melodies as the lights of the heaven radiate down upon her. She is beauty, she is grace.
Oh my God! Stop! They're gonna see you. Go find the key. Go find the key. It's I think it's they gave the key to the valet. The key to the cage.
Yeah, we can check out the valley.
Yeah, look. It's probably gold just because the cage is gold, but I don't know. They hardly ever let me out. Please find the key. Get me out of here so I can go back home. I haven't seen Athens in like 40 years.
I grab both of these by the shoulders and turn his head around, my big chubby head in front of his with the helmet slightly sideways, the nose bleeding, like trickling down now. I say, we must get the Golden Valley key.
I turn back to Aphrodite, kneel down, arm in front of my chest.
No, don't make it weird.
I will do as you command, Your Highness. And stand on my feet again.
Such an embarrassment. Every time.
The lady asks, we must deliver.
Oh my God, just find the key already.
Yeah, don't be such a white Greek, man.
I turn, seeing the trademark red sash that the valets wear. There's so many of them. It could be any one of them.
All right, you can see you can see kind of like in the crowd of the valets, you can see that they all have keychains for the keys to the wagons of everyone that came to the restaurant. So you're not sure which valet is going to be it, but you can see kind of like different valets coming and leaving. You can see that they're pulling up with the wagons to the front of the restaurant and taking on, handing over the vehicle to the passengers, I should say.
I nod to both of these, and my head turns to some of the valleys, like handing out keys from massive keychains. I'm gonna play the drunk and pretend I don't know which key I have.
I'm going to try to take one of those red sashes and act like I'm a valet.
All right. Let's follow Asparagus first. So Asparagus, you're coming up to these valets. They see you stumbling, and they walk over. And he says, do you remember what number you have, or do you have your receipt for your keys?
I got another drink in my hand, pouring it down my throat and spilling all over my face. What a great party. Oh, I wish I could stay here forever.
Sir, you've got a little bit of blood right here. Here you go. And
okay. I licked it up with my tongue.
Walking along by the one of the doors that lead into sort of the back work area. I kind of sit there waiting for one of the valets to walk by. When one does, I walk behind him in the door. I begin to tail him.
All right. You can see that this valet is walking over to a elaborate bronze and brass mechanism that's mounted to the wall. The valet kind of like stares at he stares kind of like out a window towards a sundial, and he says, all right, finally my shift's over. And he pulls a big crank. You hear a crunching sound as his punch card is punched out. So it seems like he just clocked out. He removes the sash and kind of sticks it inside a cubby as he walks out into the night.
I don't know, it was like 13, 20, 30th. You know, it's like a big number. But I know what it looks like. I can tell you. Just can I have a can I have a look?
Here at Basil's, we believe that the customer comes first, so we're going to do everything we can to find your key, sir. Was it a all-wheel drive wagon? Was it a two-wheel drive wagon? Was it a perhaps you were just riding a horse and you forgot? What can you describe the vehicle in more detail?
I seeing this sash be put away, sort of look around and fake uh, and grab the sash and fake a loud sneeze into it. Ooh, that is the last time I play with that white powder again as I'm tying it around my waist. Look around, start to make my way out the door.
All right. You head back into the restaurant area. A red sash fitted around your armor. Asparagus.
We're talking about 4 horsepower, you know, lowered, 5 years guarantee still on it. It's great things. It's like one of those. You stand on it. Yeah, you stand on it.
Yes.
But some of them they come with chairs. But I had mine like modified so I can stand because it's good for my health. You know.
If you're the driver for Paris of Troy's stretch chariot, you just have to say that, sir. We'll lead you out to it immediately, and I'll find the valet that has the key. Please. He gestures towards another valet, and he says, "Can you find Franco?"
As they're like turning his head, like talking, like look closely at the massive keyring he has. Like, is any of them gold?
It doesn't seem like the valet's keys. He doesn't have a gold key.
I walk back into the main room. I see sort of a silver plate resting on one of the tables. I grab it and kind of hold it under my arm, looking very official, looking prim and proper. Begin to look around for Asparagus. Where the devil is he?
Asparagus. You find Asparagus kind of standing in a small puddle of blood, speaking to a valet.
I turn, give like a smile.
I give him like a wordless mouthing of words.
The subtitles say as I speak, I got Helen's card.
You caught Helen's fart? What? I'll come to you. And I start to walk towards Asparagus, towards that other valet.
The valet that Asparagus is talking to says, "Yes, I'll bring you to Helen's vehicle just in a moment. She usually sits in the sidecar, so it's not really her vehicle. But I don't want to correct you. You are the driver."
Oh, of course. She did ask me, do you have the key for that one cage as well? She said something about like it's supposed to be yellow or something. I don't know. But she really wants to take it to her estate.
Go ahead and make a speech.
Using my social. Success.
All right. He says, Yes, I think Frank should have both keys: the keys to the chariot and the key to the cage. Yes, we'll just I'll bring you to out to the chariot, and we'll find Frank just right away.
Fantastic.
Walking up behind,
you
the
brought me a
other
drink.
valet,
Oh, how nice, both of these.
holding a flower vase filled with water with a flower still inside.
Drinking it.
Quite right. I rest a hand on the valet. I heard the name Frank, correct? You said I would like to be of assistance. You said Frank was the one who had what this gentleman needed.
Yes, he blinks at you a little bit. I'm a little surprised that a new hire doesn't know about Frank. Frank's Frank's hysterical. You got to meet him. But he's also incredibly he's got a lot of what would you call it? A moxie. He's got a lot of vim and vigor. So he's usually
a lot of swagger.
Yes, swagger is another word I would use as a Trojan.
A lot of chutzpah.
Yes, I might use that term in the future, probably.
A lot of spunk in the trunk.
I continue to interrupt him with different synonyms for the vigor that he's trying to describe.
Yes, I would probably use that one as well. Yes, that's a pretty good description. And that one, of course, moxie. It's got a lot of different vinegar, piss and vinegar. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, you got to meet Frank. You got to meet Frank. He's probably out there in the parking lot. But I'll lead you
very well.
I'll lead you to Helen's chariot. Helen, the valet, begins to lead the two of you outside, or he begins to walk outside towards the parking lot.
I start following him, but trailing back a bit to whisper to both of these. I told him to hitch the cage to the chariot. He totally bought it, man.
No way. Good on you, man. I give him a little punch to the arm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what's going to get us. Yeah. That's what's going to get us far in this war, man. That's how we're going to win this thing.
We got to get a promotion.
Ingenuity.
Almost made fun of me, man.
I know. They made fun of me too, man. We were in this together. They always said that we weren't going to amount to anything, that we were just going to end up two poor, lonely, old geezer losers. We weren't going to amount. We're not going to be able to do anything as he's sort of walking away, getting farther and farther.
You got a divergence, they said. Can you believe it? How rude.
Man, we'll prove them wrong. We'll prove them wrong. I look to my
the girl.
I look to my left, and the valet is gone. I don't see him anywhere. Where did he go? Asparagus, did you see where he went?
I look walk down at the end of the road and look down and see the road just opening up into several opening hallways, all in a semicircle that has Roman numerals over them from 1 to 20. Like, oh my God. I turn back to both of these.
You can see on the left side, right underneath the entrance that you just came in through, you see "Welcome to Mikelos," the largest parking lot in all of Troy. Did you remember where you parked? And there's kind of like a graffiti of a confused Trojan with a large question mark above his head. Remember to check remember where you parked, because this is frankly a labyrinth if you don't.
I think he said the number 13, but I don't read Latin.
Looking around at the at this artwork of a Trojan with a big question mark. There's beside it. There's this painting of the silhouette of a minotaur as well. I look at it. Well, that can't be good.
Oh, they got free milk here?
I sure hope that's what that means. Sort of looking around. 13. That's X.
Start counting wrong on my hands, like 4.
Make
7.
a smarts check.
No. I start counting backwards. XVIII, XVI, XVI, XV, XIX, XII. Just continuing to count.
Oh, X. I could use an X salad. It sounds tasty. I thought they had some in the tavern.
Oh, you want to go back to the tavern and see if they have those we never asked about the peanuts.
Oh, you're right. We did not ask them. Wait, hold on. We're here to save Aphrodite.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Get your head in the game, man.
Okay, yes.
Deep within the garage, you could hear a roaring sound emanating, bouncing
Still
off
holding
walls.
him, turning towards sound.
What do you think that was?
I sure hope it was the engine of the horsepower.
What do you reckon? That was 5, 6 horsepower? We start slowly creeping towards the...
Oh God, I don't hear anything anymore. Is it me or is it you?
I can still hear you.
I hear nothing. I'm gonna rejoin.
It must be the ill effects of the Minotaur.
Yes.
You see, folks, even with technical difficulties, they're part of the story.
It's like I'm sick of these jokes. Can you hear us?
Hey, can you hear us?
Sound is still missing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix this. There we go. Sure. I'm back.
Cool.
Slowly creeping towards the hallway labeled XII down hallway 12.
I'm following.
All right.
I'm having my sword back in my hands, like shaking.
You hear the clomping of hooves on stone, echoing throughout the parking garage, and around the corner arrives a horse-drawn cart with two black horses. You can see that there is a man holding the reins, and he says, "You get me the hell out of here! I hate parking here. Can you move out of the way there?"
I sort of move to one side and say, "Excuse me, kind sir. We're looking for lot 13. Can you direct us towards lot 13?"
Lot 13. This is 12. You want 13, which is the next one over. But yeah, honestly, I would just, tonight of all nights, I recommend you fellas just walk home. Just because the Minotaur is getting incredibly agitated tonight. There's hardly ever traffic in this parking garage, but tonight of all nights, it's just like going crazy. So I recommend you just hail a carriage and take it home and sleep it off. See, a happy peace day.
A fresh deuce dropped in my trousers. Thank you for the warning, friend. What is your name by chance?
My name is Evelina. It is a female name, but so please don't make fun of me.
I wasn't gonna mention anything.
Okay, well, good.
No.
Yeah.
Is Frank around? We're looking for Frank. We were told he might be nearby.
Frank, you want to see Frank? That rascal. He gave me my keys. I think he's was still back there. He might be taking a tobacco leaf break or something like that. But yeah, let's. I will. Yeah, I'm heading home. So have fun with Frank.
Okay.
Good night.
All right. The horse clatters and leaves the hallway.
What are we gonna do, both of these? We can't take on a cow.
I don't know. Do you have a bucket? We can milk it.
I think I take off my helmet and turn it around. Yes, I do.
Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Listen, we gotta find this Frank guy. We gotta get that key. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get.
Oh my God!
The
This is so embarrassing. Queen. They have our card ready to go and everything. We don't.
We're gonna do this. I sort of smack him in the face to give him a clear head. We're going to get through this.
Spritz of blood across the wall.
Sort of wipe the smear on my hands. You really need to get a grip. You really need to get a grip on that nosebleed, man. Like pinch your nose or something.
I'm ready. Let's find wait, what are we looking for? Frank. That guy.
I turn, start walking deeper into lot 12.
All right. Before you can see an almost empty parking lot. You can see there's only a few chariots here or there, just the simple one-man chariots parked. Over in the far corner, beneath a flickering torch, you can see a smirking man leaning up against the side of the room. He's just kind of like standing with his head up, just taking a breather, taking a relaxing break. His posture really communicates that he's the life of the party.
I don't think that's the cow.
I don't think so either. What does that smell? It smells like a stink rat. The kind that shoot noxious gas from their tail end.
Absolutely disgusting. You're right.
What? And it's getting stronger the closer we get to that man. What? Excuse me, sir. Are you by chance harboring a stink rat?
The man with the really cool goatee, just kind of like beautiful dark goatee, turns to you and he says, "A stink rat? Is that a little bit of a Greek slang for one of these?" He holds out a smoking tobacco leaf.
Oh, not just one of these, both of these.
I swiftly just sock him in the shoulder. Don't use my name. We're undercover.
Listen, I'm taking a little break here. You guys want to hang?
Look over to Asparagus.
I nod. Yeah, sure. I'm cool. I'm hip. I start crossing my arms.
All right. Yeah, I've got like 20 minutes left on my shift, and then I'm finally taking the day off tomorrow. Tomorrow's Peace Day. Happy Peace Day.
Happy Peace Day. Yes.
Happy Peace. Happy Peace Day. My favorite vegetable. As I grab the tobacco leaf.
Works well with sausage.
What do you do with it?
You inhale the hot, acrid smoke.
Oh, okay. I place it into my mouth, and puff some into my mouth and hold my breath.
I look at him, like, look back at Frank.
Yeah. You see, it seems like you know your way around a tobacco leaf.
I pass it over to Asparagus.
Yeah, I think let's do a body.
I follow both of these, what he's doing. Start coughing maniacally.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You guys, you're not valets. All valets smoke. Who are you? Who are you?
My vision begins to grow more colorful, and he has just told me the funniest joke I have ever heard. I begin to erupt into slow wheezing laughter. I didn't hear a word you just said, but you are so funny, man.
I mean, you are right, but my question is, like, you're wearing that, but you're not a valet. And you, why do you have all that blood on your face?
Keep laughing. I saw a woman. Man. To be frank, I was coming here to, like, take over the city and get promoted, man. But after I saw this face, I would need to see her again. You know what I mean?
I pull out. I sort of have my sword in my hand. Yeah, man. We had plans to just come in here and slaughter everyone. We had this whole
all of them.
So, and I sort of point in towards the direction of the center of town. You know the big wooden horse that was a gift to y'all? It's full of soldiers, and when everybody least expects it, they're gonna come out and just murder everyone, dude. It's gonna be the sick. They're gonna go like, and I swing my sword at him.
I say, okay, and the elderly, and we gotta kill the children too. Oh my god!
During your monologue, Frank's eyes go wide. He's shocked. He starts to back away. You can see on his keychain, you can see a gleaming gold key. He pulls out a small dagger. You hit, correct?
Yeah, I was successful. So you roll in opposition to that, and whoever comes out on top succeeds.
All right, let's see. $52. So Frank fails. All right. A large, cinematic, and huge slash gores Frank on his left arm. He drops his weakly held dagger.
Oh shoot, man! Hey, I totally didn't mean to do that, bro. I was just telling Asparagus like we were just gonna plan to come in and kill, and I give another thrust of the sword in demonstration.
I'm just standing there in shock, mouth wide agape, and zoned out of my mind.
Ooh.
That's a critical success.
All right. Frank's somehow Frank smiles as the sword the sword heads towards his head. He quickly dodges out of the way. From his boot, he pulls out a smaller, sharper dagger and begins stabbing you incredibly quickly. Take 2 hits.
Stricken by
become...
I begin to quickly resemble Swiss cheese as I become equally as bloody as asparagus. Whoa, man! Hey, listen, dude! Whoa, that's insane, man!
Frank kind of incredibly quickly does several backflips into the opposite corner of the parking garage. He says, "It's going to take a lot more than this to take care of me."
My mouth closes and I get to my knees and I start making several front flips in its direction, pull out my sword to flick it into the metal ring of the keychain.
All right.
Using my finesse.
Good defense.
Success on my end.
All right. Frank isn't able to defend against this. The key... you hear kind of like a screeching and scratching noise as the keychain is impaled and is now stuck to the middle part of your sword.
Ha!
And Frank kind of like flips away. He does a little twirl, and the keychain comes free, but Frank is also free. You can have the keychain. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell everyone about these horses.
And we're going
to dash outwards.
And we're going to tell everyone you were smoking on the job. Screw you. And I rear back and I throw my sword at him.
All right.
Yeah, what he said.
That's a critical success.
He has both of these. You have none of these.
Okay. The sword slices into Frank's back, and he tumbles down onto the downward ramp of the parking garage and begins to slide forward. His lifeless body twirling around down to the bottom of the parking garage.
Oh my God! You totally did it, man.
I did it. I totally did it, man. I give a big high five to Asparagus, and I'm like double over in pain as spleen fluid begins to leak out of me. We should get out of here. We should go.
I pull up the golden key. Now, where's that cart?
Looking around.
You can see that these are the normal small chariots. You don't see the Paris of Troy's stretch chariot in this in section 12.
He said the thing, like it's the room next to the room and stuff.
Well, he said the stretch limo was in 13, but we're in 12. Just grab one of those. We'll get in one of these, one of the smaller ones. I call shotgun.
Okay. I start like unhitching the horses from their posts and get on top of the chariot.
You try several of the keys. You find a key that fits into the ignition of the chariot. You also there's also a very small sidecar that both of these can barely fit inside.
All hunched up. Couldn't have picked one with a bigger sidecar. Dadgummit.
All right.
We don't have time, man. We have a goddess to save. Turn the keys.
All right. The horse rears up. You are the chariot is now drivable.
I push the manual into first stage and drive backwards. Shit. Start driving forward.
Clop, clop, clop. Clop, clop, clop. You make your way out of section 12 of the parking garage.
I've never driven one of these before.
What do you mean you've never driven one of these before? It's a chariot. It's like day one of soldier class.
They had me pull the wheelbarrow, man.
Oh my gosh. Just get us to 13 quickly.
And turn the manual like into third gear. It's like, oh god, it's so hard to control. Taking large swerves.
Make make a smarts check.
A success.
Yes. Yes. The horse begins to trust you, Asparagus, and it casually and carefully walks the way that you're directing it to.
There we go. That's a good little pony. Yeah, I'm pointing towards 13. In there.
All right. The horse leads you inside the 13, the chamber 13 of the parking garage. You can see that there are many large chariots in here. There's in fact the giant stretch chariot of Paris of Troy. You can see that there is a separate empty gilded cage on the sidecar, presumably for Helen.
Interesting. Look at this thing. It's all decked out. It's got the hydraulic legs, and it's got the updated suspension.
And look at the colorful tassels on the rear front mirrors. It's awesome.
What are these cube shapes? And what are all these dots on them? Why are they fuzzy?
I touched them, both of them with one hand. Feels nice. Oh my god!
The horse rears up from your touch.
I scream like a little girl.
The horse kind of like backs away from you and kind of like tries to obscure the other painted parts of its body. Just
Asparagus.
Decorations.
For all that is good, do not do that again. As I start to climb into the driver's seat of the chariot.
It's so dark in here. They really should have put up more torches, man.
Come on, we gotta go. We're running out of time.
Okay. You can drive this time. I don't think this horse is gonna trust me anymore.
Well, not after what you just did to it. Come on, let's go.
Why do we have to get in the sidecar?
You realize what this could mean for us. This could make the difference. We could really make something of ourselves.
Yeah, you're right. They're gonna make fun of me again. What?
I take the reins and whip them on the back of the horse, getting it to...
All right. The horse, you hear the horse rear up. As you do so, the oil lit lamps on the front of the chariot flare up with two red flames lighting the way forward.
Road lights.
Yes. You could hear kind of like some sort of brass music box mechanism whir to life beneath the front of the chariot. You hear incredible synthetic lyre music start to issue from the chariot.
I look at the deck with a few buttons and levers, and I push a button and a cup holder throws out with a horn inside, full of some liquid. Nice.
Delicious. You are now driving the chariot.
I begin to spur it forward, steering it, using a wide berth to get it to turn back around towards the exit, taking it slow. It's interesting. They're using the rotation of the wheels to power a Nickelodeon-style mechanism that plays this lyre that they have sitting underneath the front seat. And that sound is captured and amplified through a series of tubes into the main cabin. This is truly ingenious.
And I do believe this chariot has some spring suspension going on.
quite. Maybe we can. I start to sort of throw myself down on the seat, bouncing up and down.
The chariot begins to rock back and forth as it travels through the parking garage.
I got to get me one of these.
It's time to pick up. It's time to pick up my girl and get out of here.
Yep, you said it, man. It's time to pick up my girl and get out of here.
Yeah, like wait, what? Hey, both of these. I saw it first, man. You know how it goes. The bro code.
Well, you may have seen her first, but I'm the one who had the idea to save her.
You did? I started scratching my chin.
I did? I start to scratch my chin. Well, regardless, we'll trade her. You get her 1 week, I get her another.
I don't know, man. It's never a good thing when they have to live, split apart from the partners. It's bad for the soul.
Yeah. And plus, it makes family get-togethers kind of awkward. It's like who goes to her games, and are you going to show up for this game? Do you bring the snacks? That sort of thing. And I start to take unknowingly take the chariot over a bunch of like parking blocks, sort of this massive, just crazy bouncing as we're going over these like speed bumps. And I start to bring it back on track.
But we can decide who gets the lower half and the upper half.
How's that going to work? Are we going to like slice her down the middle?
No, I think we just, switch.
I don't know, man. I mean, if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. But as long as I get the lower half, like, I'm cool with that.
The Greeks, my parents have never been that fussy about it. They were like, it's totally fine. Everything goes in Greek.
When in Rome, I continue to take it along, moving towards the exit.
Nah, fuck the Romans, I say, as we trail off.
Well, if everything goes according to plan, we may just be able to do that. I flick the reins to get him to go even faster.
Both of these, as you drive, you can see down on the well-lit sundial on the console, you can see that the time is currently 11:50, and the Trojan main force, the varsity team, is supposed to exit from the Trojan horse at exactly midnight. So you've got 10 minutes before that starts.
Shoot. They're going to be out of here any minute. We got to go. Hold on tight, Asparagus. We got to get our girl.
What are you saying? Whoa!
All right. You come to a screeching halt right outside the restaurant. You can see that the evening is wrapping up for a lot of the partiers. You can see that there's various partiers leaving. You can see a bouncer with a large ice pack on his head, sitting over in a chair. He seems distracted. He doesn't seem like he's paying attention to you.
Stepping inside, sort of a thumb inside the valet's belt sash, which is now grown a much deeper red with all the blood that's soaked into it. Walk past, give him a friendly nod.
He nods in kind of a befuddled way and just passes you through.
I turn and say, where did they put the girl?
Look up to the second floor. Well, she was up there, right? Come on, where are those stairs at?
All right.
All right.
You make your way through the chaotic tavern environment. It seems like the night is wrapping up. You hear laughter. You actually hear a fist fight over in the corner, but the stairs are laid bare up for you to travel.
I start walking step by step up there, turning the corner, looking for where the cage was the last time.
Following close behind.
As you reach the second floor, you can see that the VIP party is around the same where you left it. Helen of Troy is clandestinely scanning the room, and she sees the two of your heads pop up, and she says, "Oh my God, they're here! Please come on, get me out of this thing. Paris is drunk; he's not going to notice."
I rush over and holding up this key, I lift up one of the keys, try it in the hole.
I lift up my hand and look like, where did the key go?
I try one of the keys, it doesn't work. I flip to the next one, try the keys, it doesn't work. Flip to the next one, I try the key, it doesn't work. Flip.
As you do this, you hear kind of like a drunken mumble from the couch beneath you. "Hey, what are you doing to my girl?" I'm not. Are you the guy that cleans the cage? It's not your day today.
I start walking over to him, like blocking both of these in line of sight to the guy. Say, "Hey, buddy, man, long time no see. Hey, don't worry about that. Like, we just have to polish the flooring a little bit. You know, it's special day and peace day is coming. You know, why don't you have a drink?" I hand him over my Greek helmet, like filled with wine, spilling over a little bit.
Listen, I'm a fucking hero. I'm not drinking out of your hat, man. Just, what the hell is this? He slaps the helmet. "Listen, my girl is my girl, and there's two people that can open this cage. Me and the guy who cleans the cage every other day, and you're not him. So you two clowns, you need to get down to it. Get downstairs. Get the hell out of here. All right."
Flip another key, smack myself on the forehead as I go straight to the shiny golden one. I pause. "What did you say?" As I sort of move Asparagus to the side.
"I'm saying you're not the guy who cleans the cage, and you're not me. So what the hell are you doing with that key?" Paris is going to reach out and try to grab the keychain. "Leave her in the cage."
I move it off to one side. "You'll get your turn," pointing to Paris in the cage. "Just you wait." I pass him to Asparagus.
"What the hell? I just did a whole war for this. What are you doing? That's my girl."
The key.
"If you think you're man enough, why don't you get up here and do something about it?"
Chicken?
You can hear from above you. You can hear an unearthly chorus of trumpets. A hero, Paris of Troy, now faces you. In an instant, his drunkenness recedes and his face becomes taut, beautiful, cinematic. He says, "She's mine." And he draws a glittering blade, a gladius. "You are not the guy who cleans the cage."
Oh my God, he's feeling a 4-pounder. Oh, that's amazing.
He strikes out at you.
Oh gosh.
The cut of the blade is amazing.
That's a success.
All right, let's do mine. 1 second.
I can really watch him slice your hair in half.
That is a failure.
I swiftly turn to one side, and I'm just like, give me something, asparagus, now, please.
I throw him a wineskin.
Take the wineskin, a little bit of wine left in it, and swing it at Paris's head.
The glittering blade strikes true, sort of, by piercing this wineskin. You can see it kind of like covered in the blood red wine. It slashes through directly through the leather, and the camera zooms out, revealing it's just a wineskin. He says, "You've blocked my blow of a demigod, but how about this?"
I'm like, give me something, asparagus, something else. He keeps cutting him in half.
I have my back turned to both of these and opened the cage's door at this point. There we go, my lady.
He's going to cut my head off.
He raises his glittering blade to the sky and says, "Zeus,
I
strike
kick him in
this
the
one
shin.
down."
I kick him in the shin
All right.
while he's monologuing.
All right, here we go.
Success.
Ooh, also success.
My foot just bounces off. I like hurt myself. I'm kind of like hobbling in one place.
A giant lightning bolt blasts through the ceiling, exposing the night sky. You can see a storm clouds roiling. I'm going to call for a spirit check from both of these.
I'm just holding, if she allows it, Helen's hand to let her out of the cage and say, don't worry, both of these is used to get bullied. It's usually not that bad. Holy shit, is that lightning strike?
In this moment, hearing him invoke the name of the god, I sort of scratch my head. Wait a minute. Zeus, that's our guy. A failure.
The lightning bolt blasts directly downwards.
I am reduced to ash and smoke. I collapse into a pile of dust.
Yes, your body is completely black. You're cooked. Helen of Troy says, "Oh my God, that stinks! Get me out of here! Get me to my husband, my real husband, not this guy."
I look shocked at the outline of black ash of both of these. And I look at her. Can you do something about this? Can you fix him?
What do you mean? I'm not magic. I'm just really hot.
My face falls. I look at the body. I look at her. I turn to Paris. I grab her, lift her up, sweep her off her feet, and I walk towards Paris. And then I slam her over my head, and I throw her at his face.
Okay. Sure.
You will pay for this.
Ranged, I suppose.
I use all of my punch to yeet the girl. A failure.
A failure. She flips end over end and tumbles to his down to his feet. Paris says, "All right, thank you. You gave her back. Listen, I'll let you live. as a kindness, because this is the sort of thing that'll happen to you if you mess with me. So go ahead and just clean out the cage a little bit, put her back in, and we'll call this let bygones be bygones.
Frozen for a moment. I say, right away, sir. Turn my back to him. Like, I gotta grab a rag though and start like walking downstairs.
Yes, that's good. All right, I'll be waiting.
I run downstairs to the wooden horse. Don't let anyone stop me.
All right. Yes. As you approach the wooden pony, you can hear the clattering noises and the war cries as the real Trojan horse slides open, and Greek super soldiers descend on ropes, wielding torches, shouting with all their might.
I paint at the tavern and say, Helen is in there!
Rah! You hear the Greek soldiers begin to rush in. They begin to set fire to various buildings. They're slashing at the Trojans, killing them.
I just stand there as the whole city goes from calm night and cheer to flames erupting in every single building.
All right.
Never gonna get promoted.
The camera zooms out from the burning city of Troy out into outer space. All right. I think that's it.
Sweet. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was great, dude. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. We broke every single rule that we tout in 4D, but it was a great time.
Yeah, for sure.
I apologize for the cussings. I feel like I could have been more Greek about it at some points. But
yeah. Oh gosh. Elf Hunter's got a good point. What would Sean say about this? I can only imagine he would have some harsh words to say. No, I'm just kidding. What would Sean say? WWSS.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
No, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed all of the little details that we added in as we were kind of going along. We did a really good job of sort of picking up what each other was kind of putting down, picking up on sort of the cues and the little hints and sort of the memes that we all sort of were sort of hinting at. That was really great. I'm super glad, Zonalar, that you picked up on the whole like, it's got 4 horsepower. Like that was beautiful, perfect. I'm like, yes, he gets it. Because if you didn't say it, I was gonna say it.
Gotcha. So this was the opposite of Chekhov's Minotaur.
Yeah,
where we
didn't come into.
There's a Minotaur here. There's a Minotaur here. But,
and we have to milk it if we encounter Minotaur.
Yeah.
That was a case of I wasn't sure what was going to happen, so I had the Minotaur.
Sure.
Standing in the wings, ready to.
No, that was
something crazy.
That was good.
I can hear the moo, like I can feel the cow, but I don't see anything.
Well, there was a moment there.
Coming out. Oh, there we go.
There was a moment there where you narrated, the sound of hooves clopping against the ground, and then it rounds a corner and it's just horses, and we're like, oh, okay, good,
Yeah.
No, that was that was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Of course, this was a little bit less of a traditional 4D game. But as far as advice that I would give, there were a couple times where Chris, you did move us around a little bit.
Yeah. That's
it's a bad habit that takes a long time to kick. I wouldn't fault you so bad, especially with it being your first time GMing in a 4D sort of context.
And on the spot.
Yes, yeah, especially on the spot. So I can't fault you too bad for that.
I'll review. Are there any points that kind of like jump out for you, or kind of I did a move? Because I got caught up and I kind of like
Sure.
I lost. Oh, I'm not supposed to move.
Right. Yeah. So there was some transitionary points where, so it's tricky because there are things that we'll do, like we'll take turns, and the way that we word our turns will sort of be the indication for the next person to take their turn.
Right.
We sort of leave something out in the open, or we describe our intent to do something.
Okay.
And then that's sort of the cue to the next person, like, hey, like, I'm done. Go ahead and take your turn. There, like, I want to say, going up the stairs was one of those moments,
Okay, gotcha.
It's tricky because those transitionary periods are it's sort of implied that we're doing that anyways. But I tend to err on the side of, less is more. I don't have to re-narrate. If I'm GMing, I don't have to re-narrate it, or I don't have to say, okay, you all go up the stairs and find this. There was quite a few points where you said you see. Again, that's another one, and
that one is a classic habit that you kind of have to untrain yourself first.
You shouldn't feel bad about it, just because it's your first time. And I mean, honestly, it's not a huge deal. We joke about it a lot, but Rick from 28mm RPG, he still uses you a lot, especially when he's training new people. So I won't fault you for that. It's just more of a personal thing. If that's something that if you are looking to cut down on,
One of the things I would mention is at the end when I'm running to the Trojan horse. You can allow me a bit more breathing space, because I was totally gonna open that up for the boys. Like everything is gonna be like they're just gonna be stuck there, be losing the war. So I'm going out to, like, I lost the prince, I lost my friend. It's time to release the boys.
Gotcha.
No. I mean, it's one of those things that the more you play with different folks, the more you kind of get into the groove of things. So I mean, I don't fault you at all for the hiccups and stuff.
I think I had quite a few hiccups in that game.
Oh,
honestly.
yeah. There were plenty of times where we took too long on turns. What I would say, another thing is when we split up, we kind of took the reins on hopping back and forth. I don't think it was entirely necessary for you to say, okay, we're going to start with asparagus first.
Sure. I kind of realized as I said that's not really a 4D thing, but I wasn't clear on kind of like who was going to go. And there was kind of silence, so I wasn't sure.
That's one of my favorite things about just the way that we do role play, is it really takes the load off of the GM's back. Because oftentimes the GM is sort of regarded as like being the entertainer. He's the one that has to come up with all the fun stuff for all the players to do, and all that weight is on his shoulders. But when it comes to reality, with us being proactive, with us actively looking for things to do, with us co-creating elements in, we really sort of push things along, and the GM has the luxury of sort of adding definition here and there to different things. I think you did an excellent job of adding that definition. Whether it was sticking in an NPC, whether it was, dude, the fuzzy dice part, that was freaking amazing.
That was hilarious.
That was so sick. Granted, I mean, of course, it fit perfectly with the tone. In a more serious game.
Sure, you don't want to do that in a serious.
Right.
You don't want to be like, oh yeah, you're actually doing this. Ha ha ha.
Gotcha. Like even on my end, it's not that I want to play my character stupid, but rolling off of it, like, it's so damn dark. They should have put up more sconces.
No. But man, I thought it was great. I thought we I thought we killed it. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a great tone. I think we did kind of like a pretty good kind of like whimsical. I believe that one of the commenters here, Gene Wilder. I was thinking a lot about what's his. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking a little bit about there's that screwball comedy that goes throughout the different ages of history. It spends a lot of time in the. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's not a Gene Wilder.
You don't mean Spaceballs?
No, not Spaceballs. It's the same guy. It's the same guy. What's his name? Goddamn.
Oh, Mel Brooks?
Yeah, it's a different Mel Brooks one where it's throughout the entire history of the world.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I was thinking a little bit of that because it's also like a screwball.
Sure.
When we started with the horse, like, how can I make this lighthearted? I just immediately thought of Ace Ventura.
Yes, that was great. And the fact that you caught on to that and like, oh look, it's the pony is having a baby, and we're just like, I'm trying to like pull him out. I thought that was really great. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was cool. Awesome. Did you have anything you wanted to touch on, Chris?
Yeah, I think that was pretty fun. I think, I guess I feel that doing kind of like explicitly comedy games can be kind of difficult because a lot of times it's like
how do you make jokes, right? Like you're not stopping to make them up with your buddies.
Right. But it's also like how fair how fair do you want the world to be? Because you want it to be kind of unfair. We want like anvils falling on people.
Right. Yeah.
So that was kind of curious of how I could make it sort of fair, but also keeping the tone being like comedic slapstick.
Yeah.
Like you got to slap people with sticks.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was that was challenging. I think everything turned out with the crew we got. So cool.
Totally. Yeah. It sort of slipped in between the different genres. It went Looney Tunes, and then we went a little bit more like Gene Wilder, and Elf Hunter has a good comparison. Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, Elf Hunter also has History of the World Part 1. That's the one I was thinking of. Which is the Gene Wilder history one that goes through all the ages.
Sort of that airplane. I think that's a really good way to sort of look at it. It's like the airplane movies. You ever seen those?
Yeah. No, I've not.
Oh, dude, you gotta find them.
Those are really good.
You got any critique on us, like in particular, since it's the first time I played with you, so feel free.
Yeah.
Now's your chance to dunk on me.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I had some kind of like curiosities with like the tempo of combat. We did do some combat stuff, which is kind of like I'm still kind of feeling out how to do a good back and forth. So I think is it more kind of like whoever describes, is it doing the attack, and whoever is describing doing defense? And then do you take turns? Is the idea
so how all that works?
Yeah.
The person who is initiating the attack, so if you're pulling the trigger, you're the one who's rolling attack.
Right.
Then the other person in response narrates the means by which they try to defend against the attack.
Okay.
Both of them roll. Whoever comes out on top is the winner. In the rules, I believe I have it written that if it's a tie, there's no damage taken, but the person who attacks is in an advantageous position. So it's meant to reward proactive play.
Okay.
So, sort of taking that initiative, getting out there first, you're rewarded for that active, taking that first step. So ideally you're always, now of course, like if you're surprised or something like that, maybe it doesn't need a defense roll, because how would he defend against it, right?
Gotcha.
But yeah, so the attacker is narrating the means by which they attack. The defender in response narrates how they defend, and then we roll, and then we continue to describe from there.
Right.
Typically, how we do descriptions. So with sort of the immersive role play idea, we like to put the description in the hands of the players. So whenever it comes to like describing successes and failures, we kind of we give first dibs, at least with no prep. I like to give first dibs to the players.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To describe their successes or failures. It always ends up being one of those things where we sort of flow it out. Whether we just let the GM take it and it just kind of becomes that's the case for the session. We really play it hard and loose, or fast and loose.
Gotcha.
So hard and loose. How you play it.
Yeah. Pause. No.
I had a critical failure at some point, and I didn't say anything because I couldn't think of anything on the spot. But I was just looking pretty much at the camera.
Sure.
Yeah.
With no expression to be like, go ahead and describe.
Yeah.
The loony way I'm gonna fail in front of everybody.
Yeah.
My pants rip.
Yeah.
Elf Hunter's got a good question. Did the game feel awkward, and did it feel like it wasn't 4D? If that was the case, was it fine to change it up? I don't think. I mean,
yeah. So I guess I'll field this one from Elf Hunter. I'm pretty new, so I'm still trying to feel it out. Like how to GM 4D. It's also that I feel like the comedy aspect or the lighthearted aspect also threw me for a loop a little bit. Yeah. So perhaps I think it was less 4D than it could be, but we still definitely tried. We definitely kind of like we definitely tried to make it 4D. It wasn't kind of like a top down. Here are the 30 wacky things.
Yeah,
and I tell you exactly everything that's going to happen. Yeah. So we had a lot of co-creation. So
roll a d12 on the punchline table. Am I right?
Yeah. There wasn't kind of like a table talk. Well, I'm gonna roll on the clown table, guys. Get ready, gird yourself. I'm gonna roll for this clown. Like
there
so
were
I think like 4D. Yeah, go ahead.
There were some moments where we sort of took more of the like a more cinematic approach to our descriptions. You Chris, you used language like camera pans and stuff, and you said you play Blades in the Dark. Isn't that a thing in Blades in the Dark, like where you talk in camera movement terms?
I think absolutely. So that's just like I like narrative games as well as OSR games and all the rest. So they use camera stuff a lot.
Right.
It's a habit. I know it's not 4D, more or less, because 4D should be kind of like more of neutral description. I think.
I like the kind of stuff at the very start of the game and the very end of the game to set the scene. And let go of the session, so to say.
Yeah. And I'm not opposed to the idea of like describing the scene sort of zooming out. I think there's better language that can be used for it though. Saying the camera pans out. I think that's a little bit too on the nose, but even then, like Zonalar said that he looks at the camera. So
I mean that was definitely that's not 4D, guys. That's just the fourth wall falling apart. Leaning into the light aspect, like, okay, does this still fit the tone or is it too much? Well, I just gotta do it and find out if the other guys like it or not.
I do think that we definitely had a styles clash with the tone and the setting. I think we made the best of it.
Oh, you mean like intrinsically based on what we rolled?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because
not us as a player, but
no. I think we saddled up that pony and we rode it all the way home.
Into Troy.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And then we fell out the bottom. I think, but I do think that there were. It's hard to make, like, how do you make blood and guts and terrible death lighthearted? you know.
Right.
This session showed all of you how it's
Yeah,
done.
yeah. How we do it, how we really
Look
do
at
it.
us, Mr. Max and Phil.
Yeah.
We can do comedy jungle, no
Yeah.
problem.
It does bring up an interesting question, whether it's the fault of, and I use fault sort of loosely,
Sure.
but whether it's the fault of the tone or the setting. You know, if maybe the setting was a little bit too concrete, you know, it almost described its own scenario.
Right.
That is the tricky thing when it comes to coming up with the different settings.
Yeah.
Is you want to come up with something that has a little bit more freedom. Doing something like Battle of Troy, that's very, very concrete. I think we made the best of it, though. You know, even though it wasn't necessarily 100% 4D, because we were in the mindset of how do we make this funny? How do we crack jokes? How do we have fun out of character with this? But we were still in character.
Yeah.
We just did a lot of meta humor, you know.
Yeah, I think in terms of like doing comedic role play while keeping it grounded, I think that is possible.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if you're like, let's play pretend, but let's make it funny, you're probably going to be going to like Gonzo. Like,
it's like, certainly more of that riffing style humor.
Yeah.
Where you're trying to just fit your joke in, trying to as they say in the pro wrestling boys, you're trying to in the pro wrestling sense, you're trying to pop the boys. You're trying to get everybody to just have a big laugh and really get excited.
I think if you if you were doing like imagine like a Seinfeld role play where it's relatively grounded in kind of like the world is pretty real.
Yes. Yeah.
And which I think if you had kind of like, we're gonna do a lighthearted game, but it needs to be grounded and it needs to be like in like a fixed reality. I think that you can do that.
Yeah, doing a more modern game, one that's set in a comparable reality, definitely makes things like because if you do a more modern game, you have room for those modern references, those pop culture references. Nicholas brings up a good question. Was it Fiasco? I don't think it was Fiasco.
Yeah, I think Fiasco is a little more grounded, honestly.
Yeah, well, yeah, no kidding. I mean, Fiasco tends to, because of course you're given all of the context, and all you have to do is just come up with the specifics, you know. So you're already given, I know that I have a connection to this person, and the fact that you flip over a card, and if it's green or red, it tells you if it's going to be good or bad. I don't think I think things felt consistent with how we do things. Like there was nothing like, okay guys, this needs to end badly for someone, figure out a way to make that happen. You know, there was never any moments where that
make the roll
that
if the answer to the mystery you came up with is true or false.
Yeah.
And if you fail the roll,
my gosh.
You failed.
That's all, folks. Elf Hunter brings up an interesting point. There are ways to keep all the humor diegetic.
Yeah.
I agree. It very much hinges. It very much hinges on the setting and you know what kind of game you're playing. The more grounded your setting, you have sort of those situational moments of humor where something just funny happens, and it's funny both to you and to the characters, right?
Yeah, I think if like how could we do that for this particular role? I think it would be hard.
Yes.
Maybe let's theory craft a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, I was a lot of like leaning into movies that I find funny. So at the start, like Ace Ventura was an obvious grab of getting out of a pony. But I was also starting to have like Emperor's New Grooves in the back of my head of how I interact with both of these and play off each other. Like a comedy duo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I think one of the points of we rolled light, but we ended up doing comedy now I'm thinking about this, like a slice of life would fit light tone really well as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
But in actual Battle of Troy, I cannot see doing
Yeah.
any slice
So
of life kind of roleplay.
like I think I could imagine it. I think it'd be challenging, but it would be kind of like based on the personalities.
Yeah.
Purely on the personalities. So it'd be like a day in the life of the siege of Troy, where you
Sure.
are like ordinary soldiers, and like the way you communicate is like grounded, and the way the topics of stuff you're covering is grounded. But it's kind of like, I'm, this guy's greedy, and like we see
Sure.
foibles of
Yeah.
being greedy and stuff like that. Like I think that's how you would do a hyper grounded, or a very grounded,
Lighthearted.
lighthearted
Yes.
Siege of Troy.
Yeah.
Is you would do
Yeah.
kind of like hyper
lighthearted
focus on,
pillaging.
hyper focus on the character
Sure.
study aspects.
Yeah.
But like, that's fucking hard. I'll just say that.
Yeah. It is. I mean, there was a reason why Crispy's slice of life game that he did with Max and Phil was like, what was it, an hour? And they spent the rest of the 4-hour stream watching a Mystic Arts video and critiquing that. It's lighthearted stuff because, and it's sort of, the more folks that I role play with, it's like everybody, people either want super slow burn, or they don't mind super slow burn, or they want action. And I tend to be the kind of person who wants action. So when I saw light, I'm like, okay, well, I still want that action. And I think humor and comedy is going to be the best way to sort of keep things moving and keep things exciting. I don't know. It's a compromise maybe, but
I also think like, okay, trying to do something light, that's much more of a responsibility of the player at the table to be funny.
Yes.
Like,
This is true.
You cannot rely. It's much harder to rely on the dice and like try to explain the joke at the camera and then roll the die for it. Like, it really doesn't work too well.
Yeah.
Because a story game, they might collaborate together of how to make the joke funny above table.
Yeah. I think that would violate 4D, but that's how you would like. Okay, here's the character ideas I have to make this funny. Like that's,
if anything, that's what made the session so good with Uriah, with both of these and Asparagus, like both goofballs trying to get promoted, trying to like prove themselves, and we're not gonna be virgins anymore.
Yeah. Those kind of cool. Dean brings up a good point when talking about not using UC and stuff like that. You ain't a big deal, but character name is better to not confuse who you is. You don't want to address the player, but the character.
Right.
And I agree with that. A lot of the times, that's what folks will do, is they'll just simply say the character's name.
Even at a live table, write down all the names at the table on your little napkin. I literally draw out a sketch of the table and have the names on where they're sitting. Yep. Because I don't want to like look down the list and then try to remember, wait, is it left to right or right to left, or who is this guy?
I was playing DCC pickup games. I was running them with like strangers from the internet through Meetup.
Oof.
And I actually had everyone do name tags.
Wow.
So you'd fill out your character names on your name tags. Nice. So I was just say,
hello, my name is Asparagus.
Greggy the Thief.
Yeah.
This is what you see.
That's I've done that one before. Elf Hunter, make nameplates, like have like if I used to do this all the time with my 5th edition friends. Whenever we would play a one shot, we would like write out our names and just kind of have it in front of our station. But really interesting session. I am. This was fun, guys. Let's just say roll. No tactician talent. While this was a fun session to play in, like while I had a good time, I'm gonna do some thinking about if lighthearted is a good, if it's a good tone to have on the board, if there's a way that we can sort of make that a little bit more clearer, or I don't know. Well, I'll kick around some ideas. I'll run some stuff by some folks.
Speaking of, I get to add something, right?
Yes, you do. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, so we did Battle of Troy.
Gotcha.
So that goes the way of the dinosaur. So you get to we have quite a few. We got Stone Age, Sword and Sandal, Academia, Mythology, Deity was the one we got last. That was
Deity.
That was Nicholas who put that on there. Aquatic, Pirate, Noir, Zonalar's contribution, Roll Again and Make It Anime, which we've had twice now, which is insane.
You're welcome.
We have Artificial Life, which is like androids and you know, Pinocchio but robots, that sort of thing. Cyberpunk, of course, Modern Fantasy, Apocalypse, Medieval, Weird Western, Zombies, Sci-Fi, and Wilderness.
Oh, gotcha. I had some topic.
I'm just imagining light zombies game.
Light zombies?
Yeah.
Oh, Academia. I was about to say Academia. Damn it. That's a pretty good one. Weird Western.
It can be whatever you can think of.
Okay, I think
if you can't think of any,
I've got one. Okay,
go for it. Heist. Ooh, do we want to say crime to make it a little bit more broad? Would you be opposed to that?
Heist.
Yeah, but I would say kind of like modern day crime.
Okay.
To like make it specific.
Sure.
Right. Okay. Not just any old crime. Crime of 21st century.
Yeah. Exactly.
White collar crime. We're going to commit tax fraud.
Sure.
We're just gonna break like an error in the code and rob a bank of $20 billion online.
Yeah. Cool.
Gotcha. There we go.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm really glad that you put this one back on there, because crime games, whether you're trying to solve crimes, whether you're committing the crimes, those are some of my favorite games.
Yeah, those are fun.
Ever to play. I freaking love those. One of my favorite sessions that we did for the No Prep, it was me, Adam, and Conway, and we did. I
remember.
Yeah, and you ripped our freaking our back ends apart on that one, because I kept 4Ding everything. I didn't let Adam talk at all. But that was a good time. Cool. So that's all from us. I think that'll do it.
All right,
Chris, dude, thank you so much for joining in again. We hope to see you get in more games and
absolutely
get more reps in and stuff. Zonalar, dude, you're a madman for staying up this late just to do some role playing and some dice rolling with a couple of nerds. But
I happen to have some time.
Yeah.
I did want to ask viewers, if you're at this point of the video, let us know, did you like the comedy, or was this like way too meta? Mm-hmm. Did we break 4D? Did we just butcher everything? Let us know. And it can be fun, and having broken 4D, both can be true. We could also just not have been that funny. Feel free to share your opinion.
Sure.
Well, Elf Hunter made a good point. Learn the rules so you can break them. Knowing how to stretch the lines while staying in character. But that is all from us, folks who are watching this live. We actually had quite a few people pop in, which is really cool. Which I really wasn't expecting, because Bacon was on a live stream as well, and I'm sure everybody else is watching that. But so the folks that stuck around, caught the thing live, thanks so much for checking it out. For the folks who are watching it after the fact, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, go check out both of these guys' channels. I will put the links in the description. I was sort of rushing, so they're not there now, but they will be on the final actual when the stream is over, I'll put them in there. So,
oh, cool.
But yeah, that's all from us. Thanks again, folks, for checking it out.
Thank you.
And see y'all next time, next week. Peace and God bless.
Adios.
Cheers.